Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome back Pakistan International School Taif Virtual Learning System. Student, this lecture is, for grade 10th Geography of Pakistan. We have started chapter 13. Today we will finish this chapter 13 and this is your 18th lecture. Chapter 13, means of transport. Means of transport, I have told you before this, the movement of humans, animals from one place to another place by the help of roads is also known as transportation or the transfer of an item from one place to another. Transportation is done by cars, train, airplanes, boats, etc. These are all the means of transport. Role and importance of transport. It is the means to carry people and goods from one place to another. This has become very important in each stage of human civilization. If the present means of transportation not developed, situation of the world that will be totally different or change. It has contributed much to the development of economic, social, political and cultural fields and uplifting their condition. Speedy industrialization is impossible without the development of transportation. It is unavoidably necessary to promote transport system for the proper development of agricultural sector and rural areas. Without development of transportation, neither mass production nor distribution is possible. Road network, we have done in detail road network. Did you remember? Road network consists of a system of interconnected paved carriageways which are designed to carry buses, cars and goods vehicles. The road network generally forms the most basic level of transport infrastructure. Why do we need roads? What is the importance of road? It make a crucial contribution to economic development and growth and bring important social benefits. In addition, providing number one, access to employment, social, health, education services makes a road network crucial in fighting against poverty. Roads open up more areas and stimulate economic and social development. Previous lecture we discussed in detail Pakistan Railway. It is the national owned railway company. Pakistan Railways is the national owned railway company of Pakistan, founded when it was founded 1861 and headquartered in Lahore. It owns 7,791 kilometers, 4,841 miles of track across Pakistan from Turkham to Karachi, offering both freight and passenger services. Then we discussed in previous lecture in detail airways. Airways are fastest, most comfortable and prestigious mode of transport in recent time. It plays a vital, main, important role during natural and man-made calamities like flood, famine, earthquake, epidemic and war. They help in rescue operations and providing relief to the people in affected areas within short time. Today, air travel is the fastest, most comfortable and the prestigious mode of transport. It can cover very difficult terrain like high mountains, prairie deserts, dense forests and long oceanic stretches with great ease. And also we discussed, did you remember PIA, Pakistan International Airline? We also discussed in detail in the previous lecture. Today our topic inland waterways. Today we will discuss in detail inland waterways, seaports and shipping services. Also we will discuss today means of communication. Means of communication are as important for economic growth of a country as means of transport. What are means of communication? Devices used to talk or to send message one end to other or from one person to other are called means of communication. Means of communication are the most necessary part of modern lifestyle. In modern age, there are many types of means of communication like newspaper, telephone, mobile, TV, internet, etc. These are all the modes or means of communication and they are playing very important role in our daily life activities. There is great importance of means of communication in everyone's life in this age. What are the important means of communication? Communication plays an important role in the development of the country. It reduces the distance and makes the flow of information faster. It also saves time, budget, and labor. Information, ideas, and opinions can be shared among many persons at any given time through modern means of communication. Now, from your book, Inland Waterways. Rivers are probably the easiest and cheaper means of transport. In ancient days, old days, when if we compare roads, railway, rivers, they were chief means of transportation. Today, only cheap and bulky goods like large, taking much space goods, which do not perish on the journey, are carried by rivers. There is an extensive river system in Pakistan. Did you remember in the previous chapters, in one chapter we discussed in detail chapter 10 agriculture irrigation and in this chapter we discussed detail the river system of Pakistan and but much there is extensive river system in Pakistan but much of the water is used for irrigation purpose. We are using this, you know that Pakistan is an agricultural country and much of the water is used for which purpose? Irrigation purpose. And the flow of the river is highly seasonal. Seasonal depends on rain. Moreover, the course of the river is interrupted by dams and barrages. Also, we have discussed dams and barrages in detail. Dams is a Dam is a barrier that stop or restrict the flow of water or underground streams. And also it is used for many purpose, for irrigation purpose and other purpose we have discussed in detail. Barrier, it is also an artificial barrage. It is artificial barrier across the water. It means that there is insufficient water in them for all the year round for large boat. The Indus carries sufficient water and is navigable as far as other rivers are open for navigation for some part of the year. Navigable waterway. Seaports and shipping services. Now we will discuss in detail seaports and shipping services. The country has two major seaports. This is your old book, so here it is. But now you know that the other seaports like Gwadar seaports and here it is written to Karachi seaport and Qasim seaport. Also you can write Gwadar seaport. The country has two major seaports, that is Karachi seaport and Qasim seaport. Besides Gwadar Fish Harbour, mini port has been substantially completed. Feasibility study to develop Kathi Bandar. It is also seaport as a fish harbour mini port is currently under process. Now it is completed. Karachi port has established an annual cargo handling record of over 2.6 million ton of cargo. It can be asked in MCQs. Underline this point. Karachi port has established annual cargo handling record over 2.6 million tons of cargo. In order to facilitate further expansion and improvement in the port and harbor facilities, a comprehensive development program has been formulated, which include construction of liquid product, marine terminal with ancillaries, construction of Jinnah Bridge with flyover connection to Maripur Road, replacement of outlip bucket, dredger, construction of broken pavement and key apron provide provision of navigational aids and radar environmental protection equipment and software of second stage computerization construction of stadium and sports complex. Now Port Qasim PQA. It can be in short question. What does PQA stand for? It stands for Port Qasim Authority. It was established by the government when it was established in 1973. Also, it can be in MCQs. When it was established, PQA, it was established in 1973. Other question from this, what are the objectives of PQA, Port Qasim Authority? The objectives of PQA to plan, design, develop, operate, manage, and maintain the second seaport of the country. The first berth was put into operation during 1980. Seven multi-purpose berths with requisite necessary sporting infrastructure and backup facilities became operational in 1983. A bulk oil terminal was added in 1995 to handle imports of furnace oil. A two-berth container terminal through conversion of existing three-berth is expected to start handling of gearless cellular container vessels in 1997. A chemical jetty is being developed to start bulk handling and storage of chemical products in the last quarter of 1997. Since 1980, Port Qasim has handled a cargo volume of 84 million tons carried by 3,470 vessels by December 1996. Next topic is Pakistan National Shipping Corporation, PNSC. It can be in short question. What does PNC stand for? It stands for Pakistan National Shipping Corporation. Currently, PNSC is handling the bulk shipment of imports and export. The transportation of goods by the corporation is carried by its own vessels and chartered vessels. In the private sector, TriStar Shipping Lines Limited is operating, having 6 cargo ships with the capacity of 310,000 deadweight tons. DWT stands for, also in the previous chapter I told you, deadweight tons. The PNSC, Pakistan National Shipping Corporation, owns 15 vessels with a deadweight tonnage of 2,64,210 tons, March 1997. Its operating revenues during 1995 to 96 and July to December 1996 to 97 stood at rupees how much? 6,962 million and rupees 3,298 million respectively. Also, this can be asked in short question. Write a short note on Pakistan National Shipping Corporation. Important question. Next topic, means of communication. At the start of the lecture, I explained the means of communication. I told you the importance of means of communication, and especially in this time, this is the time of IT, information technology, and the means of communication. They are now playing the main and the vital role in the progress of any country. Means of communication are as important for the economic growth of the country as means of transport. Their importance in political and social life is great. Means of communication used in Pakistan are post, telephone, telegraph, radio, television, teleprinter, fax, email, and internet system. These are all the means of communication. Pakistan Postal Service. First, we will discuss the Pakistan Postal Service. The Pakistan Post Office provides various traditional postal service to the user at a reasonable cost through a network of 13,419 post office in the country. It can be in MCQs. How many post offices working? These are 13,419 post offices. They are working in the country. Post office also perform other important works or services for the government organization at low charges, nominal low charges. And what kind of services? Savings bank, life insurance, payment of military pension, Baitul Mal disbursement, collection of motor vehicle tax, renewal of arms and driving license issue, and renewal of radio license, etc. These are all the services done by Pakistan Post Office. In order to maintain a steady expansion of the postal service in the country, a new scheme of franchise post office on commission basis has been introduced in the country. So far, 190 franchise post office are functioning in the major cities. Also, it can be asked in MCQs. The post office department maintains a fleet of vehicles for quick movement of mail in urban areas. Next is now PTCL. It stands for Pakistan Telecommunication Company Limited. The PTCL is entrusted with the responsibility of provision of telecommunication services. There has been a rapid expansion of telephonic connection. New telephone connections are provided in a few weeks of registration. In big cities, it is a proper way of registration, and it takes a few weeks of registration in big cities. It takes, however, a few months in small urban and semi-urban towns. Pakistan Telecommunication Company Limited has introduced a digital communication technology to replace the conventional telecommunication equipment in the country. From the beginning, there has been a marked increase in telephone facilities. Facilities of direct dialing are now available between important places of the country. In addition of this, Pakistan has telephone links with the many countries, and you know the now the mobile telephone is the mobile phone. These are also, you know, that is the easy way to talk in the different cities or the out of the country, links with many country. That is now more easy to talk in the other countries. Radio broadcast, Pakistan has made a great progress in radio broadcasting. At present, there are how many stations are working in the country? 23 broadcasting. It can be asked in MCQs. And also this question, write a short note on radio. So you will write this paragraph. And how many broadcasting stations are working in the country? They are 23 stations, and the programs are broadcast in 17 languages. In different languages the programs are broadcasting, and these are 17 language. For home service, Radio Pakistan broadcast program in Urdu, English and regional languages. Program are also broadcast for Iran, Afghanistan and Arab countries in their respective language. Television, also in short question, write a short note. Television. Television, Pakistan Television Corporation, PTV stands for Pakistan Television Corporation. When it was established or started in Pakistan, it was started in February 1965. Very important MCQs. And it has set up how many cities or how many stations? 5 television stations. These are Lahore, Karachi, Peshawar, Islamabad and Quetta. All the television stations in Pakistan have been linked up with the help of microwave system. Programs which are telecast from other countries can also be seen with the help of, the satellite and dish antenna. Some new services like paging services, cellular telephone, high speed data transfer, teleprinter, fax service, internet, email system also have been introduced recently. And fax, that is a modern machine which transmits documents from one place to be printed at the receiving station at the same time. So far this facility is available in the 15 big cities of Pakistan. Okay students, our chapter 13 is finished. Hope you understand well this chapter, and this is very important chapter. Now the exercise question, they are very easy in your book. Exercise question answers, questions are given topic wise. You can write answer and you can find the answer easily. Now this is your assignment, and you will do this exercise and you will mark the answer. First question in this exercise: describe the importance of means of transport and communication in the socio-economic development of the country. This question is important question, and it has two parts. First of all, the importance of means of transport. So answer is given page number 134. Answer is given page 134, means of transport importance. And the second part, communication, importance of communication in the socio-economic development of a country. Answer is given this part, page number 146. Page number 100, means of communication. The other question, they are easy long question. Topic wise answer is given in your book. If you have any problem, you can ask me. And what is your homework? At least write 15 MCQs, 15 to 20 MCQs from this chapter. And also during lecture, I told you many short questions. Also revise those short questions. Thank you, students. Have a nice day.